Well, down on your screens, you will see the odds for this this match coming out right now. LGD at 2.4, Team Secret at 1.52. So, of course, head over to the GGBet website if you want to go and place down some money on this matchup. But this is extremely unpredictable, a very volatile matchup between these two teams. But Secret, definitely most people's favorite coming into it. And for me, with the silencer, I'm putting my money on Team Secret. All right, I'm going to hand it over to you guys, Lacoste and Gareth. Have fun with this one. I know you will, and I'll see you on the other side.
Thanks, Nomad. I am still stumped by this silencer last pick. It's completely caught me. Completely caught me. Mid one silencer. What's he started off with? What's his initial item? Couple of mantles going into the nulls, and a bit of regen for him.
So they actually want to
Lacoste.
put, Ember Spirit on mid, considering that he has shared tangos. I was not wrong. I was just stupid.
But he gets stomped by silencer, doesn't he?
He's just going to get harassed by
Glaives.
Yeah.
That's how it feels. Smoke from Secret, making that initial move, but found by LGD. Smoke popped. Fisher will at least slow down FY's retreat. It doesn't look like they'll spill first blood just yet. So they throw Armade down bottom on that lone druid. Poppy Disruptor, Yapsaw, Earthshaker, everything slotting into place, and then you've got that mid one silencer. Nisha heading up to top, all on his lonesome. And maybe that Ember Spirit in the mid lane. Going to be facing off against mid one in the 1v1. Should be definitely a lane to keep our eyes on in this match.
You can see a different build coming out from Zai. Has 2 stout shields, Tango, and a healing cell because he knows he's going to lane against Lone Druid. Team Secret reading the lanes well.
I'm a massive fan of this, and the fact that we've seen quite a few players go for double stout and then the Ring of Protection from the side shop gives you so much tankiness in the laning stage. You take very little damage from the right-click harass.
That's going to be 3 for 1 for LGD. There's going to be a TP from Disruptor.
And here come the double ion shells. Nisha already brought down to about half HP. But he did stop them from cutting the wave and killing off the wave before it reached that tier 1. Good damage towards X-Nova as well.
That's a first blood.
Spin coming out from the Jug, and with that Fisher, Yapsaw lines it up and secures it. And Chalice trying to trade back a little bit into Puppy here. Throwing out the ion shells to secure that first creep wave, but he might find himself in a spot of bother now, still level 1. And with another Fisher from Yapsaw, oh, it's 5 seconds away, not quite close enough. They'll get the salve out of Chalice, at the very least, as X-Nova returns to lane.
Look at the mana on Darkseid. They committed so much, also forced to pop a Mango already. Zai on bottom lane, since Earthshaker left him, he's forced to pull the lane.
We'll be able to drag the creep wave back. So mid lane 5-0, Ember Spirit getting a very good start. 6-0 against the 3-1 of Silencer. As it looks like mid one, did go for the Glaives early on, getting that harass out. But we've already seen Ember Spirit expend at least 1 salve. Things will only continue in that direction as well, as the regen should just be spammed out by that mid laner.
He's going to need to bring a lot of regen. He understands this matchup, as mentioned, already used 1 salve, has another one to work with, the bottle queued up. A lot of action happening on top lane. Nice Fisher from Yappy.
It blocks him in.
Oh, FY uses Impale to throw him in the air. Darkseid goes underneath him.
X-Nova, what a player. Armay getting that free farm down bottom. Big dire creep wave coming in as well. Zai already half HP. Having a few struggles in this bottom lane. Secret in general, even with first blood, looking for a second kill now. X-Nova yet again spun down by Nisha, who immediately snap TPs back to lane to secure the farm. Gets the CS as well. Glorious.
I love what Chalice did. This is pub mentality. I'm not going to use Surge on him. I'm just going to use another Ion Shell and get the solo XP for myself.
Yep.
Like, screw you.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Ember's not doing as badly in this lane as I thought. And now with a double damage rune and bottle, very, very near. I just spent out. You buy a Wraith Band on Ember? Boots. Ooh, boots against the Silencer. If you don't like being harassed, just outrun it.
Oh, this is being pinged out. Scouted by Observer Ward. There's already a rotation from Puppy. He's gonna break the smoke.
How many misses can mid one get uphill? Still a good, decent chunk of damage there towards the Ember Spirit. As Zai, yeah, just leeching experience, sapping as much as he can from this lane. Can't really contest against the Shadow Shaman and the double bear down bottom with that lone druid. Basically 3 heroes against 1. It's not even fair. 19-9 already for Arme. Incredible start for the big cause of LGD. Even the Darkseer, 10-0, comparatively looking pretty hot. Even with a 2-kill deficit, a slight lead here for the Radiant as Ember Spirit is losing a lot of HP. Oh, he's farming jungle. He's given up on the mid lane. Ember Spirit doesn't want to sit against the Silencer anymore.
That's a lot of harassment, and he went for Boots of Speed, as you mentioned, so no regeneration.
This can't be another one,
bottle.
can it? Nisha spinning down X-Nova. One more hit, it'll do the trick, but he can't quite get it. YapzOr maybe can close the gap here and will, in fact, take out that Nyx Assassin. 3 in a row now on X-Nova.
YapzOr's that kind of a player that you do not want to give him a good start. He already has the first blood, 1 more kill on top of it. Has full soul ring, and I think he also, yeah, also a Windlace on top of Boots.
Powerful gamer. Ember Spirit does have to be wary here of any kind of rotations. Limited wardage for the Radiant team. They've got 1 on the eastern side we can see, but nothing that watches the transition from the top lane. So if YapzOr does make a move like this, where he's scouting out where the Darkseer has been farming, but also could shift into mid, could cause problems for maybe. And X-Nova is going to be tracking back. Oh, hey-oh.
This is what YapzOr likes to do. He just stole a stack from them. Darkseer is gonna be forced to go back to the lane. Nisha, level 5, once he hits level 6, there's a lot of kill potential.
And Puppey loses out on that bounty rune down bottom. Slightly misplaced on the Connect field, it felt like there, and it gives the 3 for 1 again, so that's what? 6 for 2. LGD ahead in bounty runes. Zai yet again giving up on that bottom lane. Pops back to the shrine for a quick trip. 10-1. Compare that to the Darkseers, 23-11. You can feel Secret slipping in this laning stage, but they are building up for these reasonably big team fights. The Silencer, Global, Earthshaker, Blink, Echo, Pango with a Rolling Thunder, and of course the Static Storm bring a lot to the table. Darkseer under pressure.
Oh, sadly YapzOr is only level 2, no points in Aftershock to stun him with the Enchant Totem.
If you can block him off here, maybe get enough damage towards him, but it looks like Chalice has made his speedy escape.
Nyx Assassin lurking around the mid lane. Silencer is level 6, has a global silence, pretty hard to take down unless they use like triple remnant and use all their spells before they go on him.
Mid one dancing around the remnant mid. FY also making a rotation in towards this Silencer. Level 6, ready for mid one, so if he pulls the trigger, does have the global. Needs to make sure he gets it off before getting hexed or shackled though, of course. The Secret need to TP rotate into mid. There we go with the global, stops the initiation in its tracks, and the rotation from YapzOr. Fisher is there, but he blocks out mid one, gets caught by the Impale, and now FY there with the shackles. Somnus will chase down the kills. 2 for nothing. Brings LGD back close to neutral in terms of kill score.
They had Arcane Rune on Ember Spirit. He popped all the spells before, as I mentioned, went in, and the global didn't do anything. Also nicely placed Impale right there. So 2 kills, and they used the global silence.
Nisha does keep continuing free farming top. Oh, Zai has picked off FY, rotating bot to mid, back down to bot again. Make sure you keep your eyes on him. Zai gone for 20 seconds, and this could be a decent push coming through from Arme, who is rushing reasonably quickly towards that Hand of Midas. Already has the phase boots up on his Spirit Bear, and the Gloves of Haste done. Well, they're not actually going to chip away at the tier 1. Arme back to farm a little more efficiently in the jungle area. The wave will push back out, and they've got these 2 supports in these really nice positions. So they've pushed the wave forward to the tier 1. They hide 2 heroes in the fog, ready and waiting for Zai's return to lane.
This lone druid is going to be a huge problem for Team Secret because they don't have like a real gap closer. Yes, they have a glimpse, they have Earthshaker, but there's no follow-up. And he is sitting on top of CS, 55-15. They also don't have a good hero that deals with the Spirit Bear.
Oh, FY and Nova, they try it. Zai defensively behind his tower, though, doesn't get caught. Team Secret bringing numbers down here, it looks like. Yapzor, as well as mid one, potentially making a rotation in to look for the Ember Spirit, who has been caught with the curse and the last word, but he's perfectly fine to walk it off as they do catch Zai. Finally coming to fruition with that little setup there with the Nyx and the Shadow Shaman. A quick glimpse from Puppey will catch FY on the tail end, but it's so much commitment from Team Secret. They bring 5 heroes down to bottom, and in the end they get a 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, and you can see the instant rotation from Ame. He realizes that he wants to pressure the tower. Juggernaut just TP'd to the bottom lane, and with level 7 Spirit Bear, he can bring down this tower.
Ember Spirit's even aggressively farming in that dire jungle area. So Nisha now kind of stuck down bottom lane. I'll give the Nyx Assassin the time there. Even a little stack that maybe grabs up for himself. As you try and catch him, mid one and Yapzor unable to take his life though, as Chalice sprinting away from Zai. Quick little swashbuckle will chip away at him, but Darkseer perfectly happy to dodge away from the gank.
For Lone Druid on top of Phase Boots.
Pre-10 minutes as well. And there it is. Bear goes home. Bear comes back with a hand to Midas. This is all so steady, so stable from LGD. Giving up a couple of kills here and there. Nova dying on that Nyx Assassin feels like it was a million years ago.
Yeah. And would you look at that, Gary? Shadow Shaman FY, 10 minutes in, almost has Ether Lance. Okay.
If they get another 3-for-1 bounty rune exchange, he's going to have it, isn't he? Nova catches Nisha with a stun. They have the chain disables, not quite. No shackles there from FY.
He saw Earthshaker. He was afraid of Fissure being used, and then he would be in a really bad spot because of the Omni Slash. A lot of pressure on mid. Spirit Bear has Arcane Rune, no root.
Spirit Bear has Arcane Rune. Puppey glimpses Lone Druid back in under this tier 1. TP out quickly, and the fear. Savage Roar is there to save Ame, get him out of danger, and keeps the bear alive. Yet again, commitment and rotations from Secret, and this opens up a play down bottom. Nisha very thankful to have Yapzor backing him up, so a spin and retreat will be on the cards for him. Still pressure onto this tier 1 down bottom though, as LGD
have
really do.
And they have Shadow Shaman ulti ready.
They can go tier 2 potentially. They just secure the tier 1, make sure they get that prime objective as quickly as possible, even if it does feed away a decent amount of money over to Secret. That's Aetherland's done now on FY. He has it completed on top of the first tome. Nyx Assassin grabs up the second one. FY's not using it though. Yeah, I'm wondering as well, Scriff. I see that 20% XP gain talent. I see it. And it's something we've been talking about. You know, these double tomes. People are still kind of yet to do the maths on it. You know, to put it in a.
He would have saved it if he was closer to like level 9, and then he would pop it. But it still has a 5-minute cooldown, so there's no point of him saving it.
Push up to level 7, get that extra damage from your Ether Shock, get more duration on your shackles. Smoke now from LGD. Ember Spirit should be feeling pretty comfortable. Phase Boots Wraithband bottle level 9 on maybe with a 4 points in Flame Guard. He does dish out a massive amount of damage. Zai looking to try and pop the smoke, tank the gank, but the ensnare is there. Onto the silencer, even with the Rolling Thunder coming through and cancelling the shackles. Mid one pops the global. In trouble still though as the bear chases him down, but it's out of range as Ame has given up. Nisha gets the grab onto FY off to the northwest.
Nice
and they
block.
look for the Lone Druid now. Glimpse back into the connect field, but the stack storm. Oh, it's perfect. Catches in between the Fissure and the field, even with a surge. Down goes the Lone Druid, and now the jump in again. Ember Spirit, thirsty for blood, but the echo from Yapzor takes him down to 10% HP as Nova dodging off to the right-hand side. Zai chasing Ember Spirit, but the slight chains hold him onto the tower to trade back his life. 1-for-1 there. It's a 3-for-2 overall. Nova still battling away under this tier 1 mid. And you look at mid 1 and Yapzor, they've got no HP remaining, but LGD don't have the stopping power. They don't have the finishers.
Shadow Shaman was not in range to finish off that silencer. If he didn't pop the global off, I think this fight would have been completely different. They need defensive items. Yeah, Ember Spirit's going straight into Yule Scepter. Let's see if they want to fight right now. That's Centaur Conqueror with Iron Shell.
And that's a puppy with tears in his eyes. Looks like he's juked it though. Centaur doesn't get in on top of him. The Ember Spirit, Remnant forward, looking for Puppy. The glimpse back though will keep him safe and sound. I remember having deja vu here. FY shackling from that northwestern side. Finally catches Nisha. He sticks, he wands, he healing wards, but the final click. Shadow Shaman secures the kill at long last. Another trade though for Secret, and it's a big one. If they get this Ember Spirit, there we go. The Glaives of Wisdom, mid one. Smarter than your average man. 3 for 1. As Arme looks to secure the tower at the very least, gets an objective out of it all. And Lone Druid trying to ramp up into that Radiance as quickly as possible. But my goodness, Secret defending with everything they've got.
Even after all these bad fights from LGD, there's still 1k gold ahead. 2,000 gold on Lone Druid. He's gonna go for Radiance this game. So they can just chill, try to get a pick off with the Ember Spirit and Nyx Assassin, and push the towers once Shadow Shaman wards are up, join when Radiance is online. Like, this Juggernaut is really weak right now. He's only level 10, working towards Battle Fury. I'm not a big fan of Jug Battle Furies, but in this kind of a game, like, he's kind of forced to go because he needs the scale. Silencer is not the, like, extremely late game menace. Has Phase Boots, 3 Null Talismans, Drums, and has Hex queued up.
Yeah, it looks like you hit the nail on the head. He wants to hit that mid-game timing. Get that Ember Spirit locked down, as you were mentioning in the draft. It is a lack of lockdown for sure here for Team Secret. They get the Helm Creep, nice little 200 bonus bounty for Zai, as well as a bounty rune to go into his beautiful little bottle. Finishes off the Maelstrom. And Nisha, a bit of space for him back in the triangle. They do have vision though, LGD. Triple wards, it's like the Orion's belt down in that bottom half of the map, covering every step of the way. Any transition that Nisha potentially would like to make down to bottom lane, defending their tier 1 LGD very nicely, just through vision.
Team Secret, they desperately need Blink Dagger on Earthshaker. He's really close, only 400 gold away.
He is very close. And you've got to know, if Yapzor is farming this far up a lane, he's showing on the mid lane. Does he go for this? No. Arme is there. Secure the farm. Nice sentry set up by Puppy in mid one, but the Carapace will delay this aggression. Quick little dispatch for the vacuum back into the wall. Static Storm to turn it around. Yapzor here with a quick little Fissure back in towards Chalice and the Echo Slam to secure a double kill for mid one as they chase for an additional bonus kill. FY caught by Zai. Oh dearie me, Shadow Shaman's gonna get bumped around and killed off. That's beautiful from Secret. Straight back into the game, and in the meanwhile, Nisha's just been free farming it up.
And Pangolier decided to go for Swashbuckle slash range on level 10. I was talking about them not having enough gap closers, and there it is. Like, he can position himself way better.
Oh, he can get right on top of the Lone Druid. There's the blink for Yappy as well. The timings, Secret may have been a little bit fortunate with the way that this has all come to fruition. But that set up top, so nice from Secret, and Puppy in particular with that sentry ward placement gets it all set up for them. And it feels like LGD, they've slowed down a bit now. Oh man, is that ward gonna get dewarded as well? I do remove the sentry from it, but Secret know exactly where there is vision now. Double Dire Observer wards exactly. One does get popped out by X-Nova, but you never deward the second one.
Yeah, this is what the tier 1 teams do. They place 2 observer wards pretty much at the same spot, so one of them gets dewarded and you think you were victorious in that one, but joke's on you.
This is what everyone learnt from Solo and Sansheng. The double wards, the triple wards. Yeah, absorb blink into Fissure. Nice glimpse, and there's the vision catching FY. Secret group up again as 5 in its top portion of the map. A lot of space for the Lone Druid in towards mid and that Radiant jungle, as well as this Ember Spirit who gets a full shove on that bottom lane.
Oh yeah, give me that Aghanim Scepter on a Pangolier.
Is he doing it?
Going for it.
Straight into it as well. Brown Boots bottle, Maelstrom, Aghanims.
This is why
So what
this
is it?
is called Aghanim Scepter patch.
The
Gary.
Axe patch.
Yeah.
So you get 2 swashbuckle hits, but 90 degrees.
Yes.
So you get 4.
4 of them.
You get 4 of them, but 2 hits each.
And then on level 15 you get 2-second shield crash, so you can use it more often and get more swashbuckle procs.
And there's a quick pick onto Chalice. X-Nova also deep behind enemy lines. Nisha quickly dispatching with him through that Omni Slash. Secret. A mid one. He's 18 stolen intelligence now, sniping out kills, stealing them from his teammates. But in comes Zai, Panga ready to play, and FY didn't know what hit him. They should be able to get this 200 gold from the Centaur as well. Look at that, easy money for Zai. Zai is so rich. 7,000 net worth almost. Barely behind the Ember Spirit.
They need this Radiance. They chose a couple of bad fights, and now it's ready 19 minutes in on top of Phase Boots and Hand of Midas, but it might be a bit too late, even though it's still an even game, but the Team Secret, they got their momentum right now.
And they will be able to force out this tier 1 down bot. LGD not getting a massive amount on the rest of the map. Ember Spirit has given up on the tier 2 shove top lane, a little bit afraid of Secret's potential reaction. And now we start to see this Battle Fury Nisha Juggernaut start to really race towards his next items, already catching up towards that lone druid who had the Hand of Midas and now has the Radiance. And Juggernaut, reasonably good if he's able to gap close onto the lone druid, but he's also exceptionally good against Ember Spirit, being able to face off against him in team fights very nicely. If they do get matched up, right click to right click. I want to see maybe get an Ags on this Ember Spirit, honestly. Ags on everyone, guys. Let's just do it. Get it rolling.
Even though it's Ags patch, all right, hype it up, Gary.
He's fine. Puppy escapes. What a player. Poggies for Puppy. Don't hit me, please.
I just gave you a mean look.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Nomad has left the room, so I'm allowed to drop one in a while. Mech for Darkseer coming out now. LGD, you were mentioning the Radiance timing. The mech ties in pretty nicely with it on top of that Helm of the Dominator. So it should be what feels like LGD moving forward and trying to force these tier 2s, take control of the Dire Jungle in the Roshan area. But Team Secret, they're just playing as 5.
Team Secret, they want to keep fighting. You have this Silencer, you have Momentum, Earthshaker, still not level 12, but he has his Blink Dagger up. Feels like they just want to smoke. Okay, that's level 2 ulti. He just brought it home.
Another tome? What are Silencer's talents, by the way? It's not a hero I see very often. Oh, they're looking for Zai. Action over here with the Vendetta. Oh, didn't land the stun. And now with the Global Silence, X-Nova regrets so many of them. Connect Field will catch FY, trap him inside, a quick Hex back, but look at that, Vacuum into Stomp. Chalice catches 2 with a Stag Storm on top. They'll stop the Ember Spirit from reinitiating, but FY's trapped. In behind his own Serpent Wards, he will fall as the Shrine pops by Secret.
Echo Slam is ready.
He is ready. The Serpent Wards might be able to cancel his blink if he's not careful. He's being chased down by maybe's Ember Spirit and Nisha in all sorts of bother. Their Radiance Bear is hunting him down. Chalice, though, left alone, and the Bear gets disarmed and held in place. Now, with the Absol, looking for the Blink Echo. Might just have to go and jump it onto the Lone Druid, and he will. Enchant Tome with the Fisher there as well. Ember Spirit jumps Nisha, finds the Juggernaut in the back, and maybe onto Zai. Quick with a Savage Roar, and another beautiful kill from LGD as they hit this timing beautifully.
Yapster had opportunity to use the 3-man Echo Slam, but they were spread around. Like, his Blink Dagger was ready all the time. He was just try to make his team come closer to him, but it did not happen. Like, he didn't even pop it in the previous fight.
Yeah, I mean, maybe did a great job kind of zoning him out in the very end of the team fight. Definitely moments there where Yapsor potentially could have just had that 1 or 2 man jump.
Even if he did that, there's no follow-up, so no point of using it.
Yeah, Mid One and Nisha both were pretty much dead on their feet at that point. The Walking Dead.
Oh, man. I love the build on Puppy. 2 bracers, Magic Wand, just so he can survive this initial burst, either by next assassin or if he gets hexed. Look at it. 1700 HP.
He's a strong boy. Scythe of Vice, though, 23 minutes for mid one. 6 armor, 120 GPM. That's the one I was wondering about. I couldn't remember if it was 15 or 20, the GPM talent. Decides to go for the big money instead of the big intelligence, which makes perfect sense here. Trying to scale as quickly as you possibly can in the short time frame that you've got against this lone druid. Shadow Shaman pushing strength, and LGD want to capitalize on that strength as best they can.
LGD needs to play around global silence timing because they don't have any big ulti cooldowns besides Shadow Shaman and Wall. Even if those are down, they can still take a fight. So either try to pop a global, back off, and then re-engage, or fight after you just took a fight.
I do like this, maybe. Maelstrom Yules, and then the Aghanim Scepter. We love a bit of Ags on Ember Spirit. Gives him such great maneuverability. They do Scythe, Hex up. Yeah, what's the Scythe? Hex Nova. Turned into a little piggy, picked off. Puppey, Savage Roared. In comes LGD, thinking about it. They run in, then run straight back out again. Bit of hokey pokey going on. And they even lose the bear. Puppey, Static Storms himself. Doesn't look like maybe he's too disturbed by it, and they've even caught Zai here with a nice little shackles, but global from mid one. Shuts it all down and resets that fight. Look at that, Ember, he just blew up completely, but a vac and stomp onto 3 of the 7 walls on the walls. Zai, he is in all sorts of trouble. In comes the Remnants. Oh, it's maybe a triple kill for your Ember Spirit as he buys back and shreds them. Team Secret, it all comes crumbling down.
What a play from Darks here. He had that Centaur 3-man vacuum into Wall with the stun, and then Shadow Shaman blocked him off with the wards. There's still double damage on top near the Roche pit, but they're not stopping.
And still, no Blink Echo from Yapzor. It is off cooldown. It was ready. Just that surprise factor, the catch and kill from LGD as they kick it up a notch. Into 5th gear and onto high ground. That's a tier 3 and just a full lane of barracks gone.
That's full AC on Spirit Bear. Extra minus armor on those buildings, and they might even go to Roche Pit right now. And
there's a DD.
Yeah, and just take it because 10 seconds on Juggernaut. Let's see who's deeping bottom. It's Lone Druid. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to do it. Ideally, you would want to grab Roshan and give Aegis to Ember Spirit because he just bought back.
Puppey does a good job grabbing the double bounty rune's bottom. At the very least, they get something out of the map. And now, maybe with that DD rune, I'll fall back into the jungle. Passive play. And Secret most certainly feel like they're being oppressed in this game. Yapzor is moving forward, trying to catch anyone he possibly can. But Chalice has been spot on with these vacuum Centaur stomps.
And now it's going to be so much easier for him to reinitiate once they pop a global because he has Guardian Greaves, gets rid of the global silence.
Team Secret on the back foot. They're holding smokes, but I don't think they feel comfortable enough making any aggressive maneuvers until at least Nisha has that Manta style done. But with Roshan being taken, Secret might not have an option.
Massive Pyrus once again.
Massive
this is what
Pyrus.
I don't like to see. They're gonna even commit wards for this one.
Don't get Blink echoed. Take Roshan as quickly as you possibly can. Pretty speedy take here as well by LGD. Arme outside the pit, very defensive. Chalice up at the front, and maybe with that double damage rune finally comes in.
He bought back, has double damage popped. He has a BKB queued up now because he realizes that he needs to have another defensive item against that Hex, but might still swap it around because he has Aegis right now.
Give me that Ags, maybe. You know you wanna. Another grab here. Puppey was playing the point man, but a global silence. In with the Rolling Thunder, and Zai has brought down 2 heroes within an inch of their lives, and there we go. FYX Nova both drop. FY buys back as Puppey is dispatched with. Zai just pop it off. Look at him. Look at him. Swashbuckling all over the place, but the Ember Spirit will catch him, finally with the steering chains. They can't finish him off, though. There is no follow-through here. Nisha's arrival will signal an end to this battle. Warfare is halted. Oh, no, it's not. The white flags are dropped. Mid one turns with a Scythe of Vice and catches out FY with a vacuum back. Do they have a stomp? They do onto a couple, but Zai just swashbuckling around. Nyx Assassin does have to buy back as well, and the Omni Slash maybe can kill off Arme here, but it's bouncing from bear to hero and back again with the Greaves from Chalice. They're all topped up, they're all healthy, and Team Secret, they don't have a damn thing to do. Nisha's just got to turn tail and run. Chalice is 1v2ing, 1v3ing, and Ember Spirit catches the big team fight hero. Earthshaker's gone.
They still have this Pangolier who's causing a lot of issues with his shield crash and swashbuckle, but your tier 2 is gone. You have no silencer. He does have a buyback if he wants to commit, but LGD, they're pretty low. Guardian Greaves ready in a couple of seconds. I think they're just gonna continue.
It looks like maybe we'll just TP back, reset his bottle. Oh, nice. He gets another Remnant out. Very fortunate with that glimpse back from Puppey. A deterrent static storm there. Not even looking to set up for something, just to try and chip away at the creep wave and stop this onslaught from LGD. Tier 3 falling incredibly quickly. Finally the glyph from Secret, as they have 5 heroes alive. Could look to go and make a play. The Fisher catches the Spirit Bear, but another nice slight and chains. Glimpse back in with a vacuum stomp. It's on to 4. It's perfect with the Impale as well. They follow through with the Ember Spirit, and it looks like Zai might just be dropping the BKB from maybe finally arriving. He can get a 2-man chains with a sleight of fist. The mid one forced the BKB and run and hide. Back to the fountain you go.
That's a dieback from Puppey, which means these Raxes are gone. They still have a tier 2 tower on bottom lane.
I think this game is gone.
Yeah, I think they might just continue. Man, this Pangolier is actually insane with the Aghanim Scepter and Shield Crash.
That is very amusing. They're just popping out, creep waves are dying, heroes are getting caught, disarms are going all over the place. 2 lanes down, Secret still holding on, not giving up. As we saw in that piece with Blitz earlier on, Puppey saying, if we make a mistake, we know what to do afterwards. We remedy the mistake. We change our algorithm. We change our plan. I don't know how many times they've had to change the algorithm this game. It's getting a bit spaghetti code up in here. And with FY catching the golden ram, Zai turn into a sheep. Does swashbuckle back up onto the high ground, though. The trouble is I don't see this onslaught stopping. And when Nisha's kind of relegated to farming jungle instead of pushing out waves, it feels pretty bad for that Juggernaut.
That's a full Crimson Guard on this Darkseer, but I love the build on Pango. He realizes they need to fight right now, goes for the Fusel Blade. So, normal swashbuckle.
Can I kill Nisha here? X-Nova has been scouting him for the longest time, gets the carapace off of the cleave, and in comes the Ember Spirit. But I think Nisha can spin and maybe just TP. Looks like he will be fine. Puppey, on the other hand, not so fine. He's dying. He's even going to throw a Static Storm in there, like, maybe get off me. Spirit Bear popped out. Easy money for Zai, and they're going to chase Arme with the Omni Slash. The damage coming through, looking decent. Wall drop, though. Where's the vac back in? Not going to come out. The BKBs from Secret allow them to take down that lone druid and keep their final lane of barracks alive for now.
Yeah, so I was talking about this Diffusal Blade on Pangolier. With the Swashbuckle, 4 strikes means you're burning 200 mana. And with Aghanim Scepter, you're burning 100 mana per your hit. It's going to be a lot of mana burned.
That is a lot of mana burned. And I guess, you know, a Darkseer, Ember Spirit, 2 very mana-reliant heroes, you know, not counting the Shadow Shaman or the Nyx Assassin, cause all kinds of issues, especially for that Ember. So Yapzor heading into Lotus Orb. Mjolnir being built up by Nisha needs an additional way to clear out creep waves, but also having static charge against all of these instances of damage that LGD are throwing his way. He can dish it back. Pipe being worked on by Chalice on top of all of the other beautiful aura items he's got. Crimson Greaves Helm. No blink though, interestingly enough. Usually with Darkseer Nyx Assassin we see the double blink play, but not this game.
They've landed so many good combos even without them. Has a Force Staff, actually manages to grab a courier kill. Force Staff is extremely good against Earthshaker, against this Hex on Silencer. Also Silencer is going for Aghanim Scepter. Talking about Aghanim Scepter patch, huh Gary?
Is it BKB piercing glaives?
It's
pure damage.
Pierces
buff?
spell immunity and 100% more damage against silenced units.
Ah, it's the silenced units, that's what it is.
Sadly, Pango does not have silence anymore.
That's true. But they've got Static Storm.
They got Static Storm, yeah, that's a good one.
And Global Silence, of course. That's going to be interesting. It's a lot of damage if he's able to scythe someone up, silence them at the same time. He can absolutely shred any of these heroes on the side of LGD for sure. Swashbuckle damage. In for Zai.
He's all in.
He has adopted the meme, and now the meme has adopted him. LGD very much waiting for that additional Roshan cycle so they can close this one out. They know that this game is theirs to lose. Only a 7k net worth lead. Secret are the ones with the kill lead. It's been a pretty steady climb upwards for LGD. A few bumps in the road as Secret have mounted a couple of good defenses, but their base is in disarray, absolutely in tatters. And X-Nova, this Vendetta. How many times have we seen him scout out Yapzor, find Nisha, farming in the jungle, maybe not getting a kill, but most certainly unsettling Secret, and making sure they aren't playing comfortably.
Okay, they want to get a pick off where top tier 3 tower was.
Is mid one going to fall into this trap? Their smoke's still there for a solid 10 seconds, and there's the jump. FY makes the move, mid one down to half HP, and he's gone, blown up, has buyback available, and will very likely be forced to use it as the Spirit Bear's chasing down Puppey. Leave him alone. Good Fisher from Yapzor, but he does get rooted up. The Searing Chains and the double damage on Maybe. With that Aghanim Scepter, he's able to jump around incredible distances at an incredible speed.
Bottom lane is pushed, but they can try to force a buyback from Silencer. Mid lane is approaching towards their base.
Secret holding on. They know that they've got this big team fight wombo combo. If they can smoke up Yapzor's Earthshaker and allow him a good Echo Slam. Get it off before the BKBs are popped by this Ember Spirit in particular. As Lone Druid tries to finish off an MKB on his bear. Already with Basher, Assault Cuirass, Radiance. MKB is going to come out as well. Glimpse back, Arme. Inside that Static Storm, Vax Stomp does catch two in the back with the ball dropped onto them as well, but in comes Zai with a nice little swashbuckle. Arme
Nice
drops
Fisher.
incredibly low, but the Remnants, oh, Maybe shreds him. Chalice gets the kill, but that was all Ember Spirit all day long. A double kill now for Chalice comes through with Zai
Nisha has
balling
no
around,
buyback.
but he can't get in on top of anyone. He kills the bear, but it's not enough. Nisha dead for 70 seconds. Puppey does buy back. Mid one charging forward and looking for further aggression, but LGD, they retreat, they reset, and they do not give up anything.
They think that he has buyback, but they don't know. Tier 4 towers are in danger. They also stopped the TP. And just picking up bounty runes casually. Wait, is his second bear dead? Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah. Got picked off by Zai.
Yeah.
Long-range swashbuckles slaying these
Look
bears.
at me, I'm support now. I'm picking up bounty runes. I have brown boots and a tango.
That's his life now. Don't diss him. He's doing the best he can with what he's got. And what he's got ain't too much with his bear dead. Puppey. The Lotus Orb. Scythe on scythe action going on. And this Remnanting Ember Spirit just diving in deep. Another nice vacuum, but there is no Centaur this time. Forcing the BKB out of the Ember Spirit now as the Static Storm drops in mid one. Oh, he's half HP. He's been right-clicked out. Looks like Ember Spirit doesn't want to stay too involved with it, as that Silencer does dish out a massive amount of DPS. I'll focus down X-Nova's Nyx Assassin instead and force out his buyback. But the Lone Druid should be coming with that Spirit Bear to return in not too long.
And their lanes are pushed out. Roche will respawn in 10 seconds. They should know about it because it's a really long respawn time. Considering that he has... okay, he does not have that. I was wondering why FY doesn't have higher level than this. He's level 16, no XP talent. Instead, he decided to go for 200 HP.
Wanted to be a tanky boy. And now with an Eon Disc, he is incredibly tanky.
He just wants to survive through that initial burst. So Aeon Disc, really good pickup. That's Cheese and Aegis. They can see them being in base. Lanes are not pushed out. They need to smoke and try to make a play.
They're not going to get there in time. They're just holding on to this bottom lane. They want to defend the tier 3. That final lane of barracks. As Zai gets a Battle Fury.
Talking about all in.
If you want to clear out creep waves, buy Battle Fury. Why not Mjolnir? Because he has the Maelstrom already.
He just wants to have more damage, and you can cleave off Swashbuckle. It has some really weird interaction. I would explain it, but...
no one understands it.
Yes.
No one would understand the quantum mechanics that goes through the...
Yeah, it's just too complex for a mind of a casual Dota player. When I'm saying I
Or a casual
couldn't
caster.
explain it, yeah, it means that I don't understand it.
It happens and it works because... reasons. Secret very good at defending their base, though. Very, very powerful wave clear. And Nisha all the way outside of his comfort zone, but again, no magic immunity piercing disables for LGD, means he does have that impunity.
If you know how Swashbuckle works with this Battle Fury and you're 100% sure, tweet at me, at Lacoste Dota. I appreciate it.
That's LACOAST. DOTA. Definitely his Twitter account.
That's correct, Gary.
Every time Secret trying to push out a wave, a creep wave or two, X-Nova shoves it back, Lone Druid shoves it back, FY shoves it back. There is no escape. They are bunkered down. Secret trapped in the Wolf's Den. LGD right now with the Wolves. Coming back home, smoke out, exit the base. The Aeon Disc is there. FY stays alive, get the spells off, Serpent Ward's out. As X-Nova trapped in the Static Storm, and mid-one piles the damage forwards towards the Shadow Shaman, but Yapsor removed from the game. Buys back immediately with the Echo Slam ready. He could look for a reinitiation as Chalice, a little bit out of position, does get glimpsed back to safety, in fact, and now the vacuum. In we go with the Remnants, dancing forward, maybe clears through them. The buybacks galore from Team Secret, but they've lost Poppy forever. 50 seconds without your Disruptor, and mid-one might be going the same way. Dead for 75, and a triple kill for this Ember Spirit Aghanim Scepter.
Everyone's buying back. Only 3 heroes who have buyback right now are on side of LGD.
Shadow Shaman had one. Oh, he does have one. He's losing it every once in a while.
He just got it. They still have Aegis on Ember Spirit.
Oh, Juggernaut. 1,700 gold lost. Down the drain. Feels bad, man. 7.2k damage from the Ember Spirit. Those Remnants. My goodness. Vacuum into Remnants. Powerful combo. You saw it here. Thank you, LGD. And now maybe we'll swing into the Octarine Core. Get that cooldown reduction. Get that lifesteal going. Spell steal, even.
Spirit Bear is pretty jacked, has 6 slots, but you can still get at least 6 more items.
There's a Moon Shard. Oh my goodness. Maybe, where did you come from? Where are you going? He's going in deep, in behind the tier 3. Nisha, he's feared up. Savage Roared, bashed, and slain. Gone for 115 seconds, and the move forward from maybe will catch another 2. A good little impale will take them all out of the game. Nice damage from mid-one. Does pop the Aegis, but it all feels too little, too late. Disruptor and Silencer, 2 versus 5, and out come the Gs.
Very nice performance from LGD in this game. We saw some Aghanim Scepters, which I wanted to see. Ember Spirit, it's one of my favorite ones.
See how
Same
quickly
goes for Pango.
He just zooms. Oh lord, the Ember coming. He's across the map immediately. It's a speedy boy.
Man, these combos
You know
from
what?
Darkseer were insane. 3 or 4 man fake him into walls, into stomps.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
In a row.
I was watching nearby actually, and I had to like stifle my shouts as they got that vacuum into the snakes with the 3 I was like, what? Like the
How has this happened?
comes down, they put the snakes down. I was like, oh my god, that was incredible. LGD take the win with the odds stacked against them, both physically and literally on the sponsors' websites and everything. So really kind of crazy stuff, but a great game from LGD and really kind of showing that those Chinese gods sure can team fight.